Obviously, we are less than 2 weeks away from opening day against Virginia and UNC Charlotte, so we're excited about that. It's been kind of a long preseason, but all good. It's been a transition, obviously, with some leadership from last year and just trying to identify our leadership. But we've got 7 great seniors that have, stepped up, and we're really excited about that. They've been together now, for 2 and 3 years. So again, the leadership of just those seniors taking the young ones. We have a young class as well. So we've got a mix of young and old, and that's kind of been the transition. But I think that first week of preseason has really helped us to get our cohesiveness, not only as teammates, but on the field. Our infield is looking very strong. Again, we've got a couple of, returners. So our third baseman, Carrie White, we've got our shortstop, and then our second baseman are all returners. They've played together for the past 2 years and some of them 3 years. So again, that cohesiveness has been great. So we're excited about, playing. They want to play. Even though it's been a long preseason, they want to play. They want to play somebody else other than themselves. So we're looking forward to that, and just actually to get out on the field. We've been inside quite a bit, and that's just what it is in Boone. It is what it is. But every opportunity we get to take advantage out on the field, we do, and hopefully we're looking in the next week and a half before we open up. It looks like some pretty good weather, so maybe in the 50s that week that we start, so that'll be good for us.
As you mentioned, you opened the season on February 8th against Virginia and Charlotte. How has the team been preparing to open the season against 2 strong opponents?
We focus on ourselves. And it's the little things that we do. We pride ourselves on defense and strong pitching. And again, doing the little things fundamentally, day in and day out, lots of reps. So we haven't really looked towards those 2 opponents yet because we want to focus on ourselves. If we're aggressive, that's our mindset. Coming into this year was really talking about being aggressive in all aspects of the game, aggressive at the plate. We scrimmaged yesterday, and it was a really good scrimmage. It was the best I've seen our team hit. And so our aggressiveness is really going to come out when we face those teams. But aggressive in the pitching staff, with our pitching staff, getting ahead. Defensively, making the routine plays, but being aggressive on the bases. So our mindset is taking care of ourselves, aggressive, and composed.
And you have 5 members on the experienced pitching staff this year. How would you describe the staff as a whole, and what are their strengths?
We have 5 completely different pitchers. They complement each other very well. We've got experience with Kenzie Longenecker, Sydney Holland, but we also have, again, 3 other pitchers that will come in and be able to help us. The change in transition. We play a tough schedule. The Sun Belt is very tough, and we've already talked about and been preparing our pitching staff to make sure that we are able to, and they are able to make sure that they can come in any situation. 2 outs, top of the 7th, we make a pitching change. So we've really focused this fall and early spring on making sure that we're able to have our pitchers come in at any point in time in the game because they do complement each other so well, and it's a staff. We need a staff because of the tough competition, especially when we see, hitters 3 and 4 times in a game and they make those adjustments. We're going to be able to make an adjustment with our pitching staff.
Awesome. 12 days until the start of the season. What are you most excited for with this team?
I'm most excited to see, the fruits of what these seniors especially have laid. They've been through, some tough times, and I just think the relationships that we as a staff have built with these players on and off the field, I look forward to seeing them really get after it this year and making sure that they're able to leave it all on the field and, give their all for App. They've given their all for App, for the past 3 seasons, and I'm excited to really see how they do this year, knowing it's their last season. But the relationships are really a big part of our program and our chemistry, and I think that's what's changed. And these seniors have bought into me, bought into our staff, and I love what they do for our program. And so I think with, of course, we all want to win, and that's our goal. Of course, that's what, Doug brought us in to do is to win. And they know that. And with the expectations, from last year, this team wants to win. And they know they've got to put in extra work. They know they have to put in, the time off the field, doing some extra hitting, doing extra defense, but they're doing that. And that excites me to just see where it takes us this season. But again, we have to take care of the little things. We have to win every inning. That's one of our goals, is to win every inning. And I think that if we stick to the little things, the big things will take care of themselves. But that's exciting for me to see what this team can do with the transition from how we did last year. So how we handle and stay composed, with a new regime and leadership. Because like I said, losing Jenny Dodd and Haley Stewart last year, they were big leaders for us. But again, this senior class has stepped up to the demands and the expectations, and they want to leave a legacy here at App their senior season.